So the monarch is unique because it's probably the most iconic species at a global level. Everybody knows the name of the monarch butterfly. It undergoes this massive annual fall migration with hundreds of millions of monarchs moving from southern Canada and throughout the eastern portions of North America all the way down to Mexico.
Monarch migration has to be one of the most interesting animal migrations for the fact that it involves so many individuals, hundreds of millions of individuals. They're insects, and yet they can travel 2, even 3,000 miles in this migration.
On a recent trip to Mexico, we were able to experience this latest uptick in numbers firsthand in some of the overwintering colony reserves in Mexico. You could hear the wing beats around you, which is really the only place in the world you could hear butterflies flying. So monarch butterflies face a number of challenges, both in Mexico and in the US. One of the most insurmountable or challenging threats is climate change. The overwintering locations are relatively high elevation, and so if warming temperatures continue, they could be displaced within those high elevation fir forests. The other threat is loss of habitat, which is a main driver. So loss of breeding habitat, loss of resources of nectar during the migration, increased use of insecticides. All these pose some serious challenges to the monarch.
Regular people, non-scientists, non-biologists, can play an important role in helping to preserve this species and other species by taking care in what they plant around their own homes and around their own schools and schoolyards and work environments. Plant native species, plant milkweeds in the case of the monarchs. If the monarchs can be useful in drawing people's attention to what's going on with insects, then they serve a really important role. If this doesn't get your blood pumping about the beauty and the wonder and the mystery of nature, I don't know what does.